Hello, I'm Francesca, and welcome. We are going to do some oracle cards for Virgo season. So, what's coming in for Virgo season? So, let's just dive in, shall we? So, it's interesting. Virgo season starts August 22nd. Virgo, you know, earthy, ruled by Mercury. So, it's so funny because Gemini is also ruled by Mercury, and they're two so different. Just so different. I love it. So, in my monthly astrology energy forecast, I talked about how Virgo, like really getting into details. So if you haven't watched that, please go do. I'll probably link it somewhere in this video at the top, or you can always just search for it at the end if you feel so called to do so. So just tuning in and asking, like, how what cards will best support us this Virgo season? What do we need to know? What's going to support our highest good, greatest happiness, right? So it's always fascinating which decks I'm pulsed to use. I find it fascinating. All right, so here we go. Healing. Love it. Your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. I absolutely adore that. Um, as we go along this journey, we do a lot of healing, or at least in my opinion, we should, right? And healing comes in many forms at many times. And while, yes, we most certainly have gifts, wisdom, and mastery, the more we heal and shift, not only do those gifts get stronger, our wisdom, our masteries get stronger, but then we have access to more wisdom. And so the healing part is just integral of all of it. All right. I'm hearing to pull two more. So here's number two, bravery. And I love that as we are transition from Leo season. I always think of Leos as courageous and brave. Um, so it says you are being asked to make tough decisions that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision. And you will feel so much lighter once you do. Um, Absolutely adore that. And you have to have a certain level of courage to be open to that healing. You do. Like healing is not for the weak. It's not for, the people that want the fast and the quick, the whatever. It's but it doesn't have to be like bad either. It's always interesting the ideas that people have around healing. But you just feel like it says here, like making the decision, you feel lighter. And then once you do it, like on the other side, you look back and you're like, huh, okay, I'm feeling a million times better. So I dig that. I'm digging this. This Virgo season, this whole month of August, and granted, Virgo season you know, goes into September, but it's feels something different. Something different. I don't know. It's definitely feels like in August that I've never experienced before. So, all right, let's do one more. All right, here we go. Open up. Which is funny because that was on the bravery, right? The open your heart and your arms to the healing. So open up. You're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. And I love that. Opening up. Yes. There's just this super expansiveness this month that um obviously is over Leo and Virgo season, but it's just this entire month of August. There's just this feel of limitlessness. Um, and yes, there's this all the time, but I don't know. There's an extra kick this month. So opening up and taking down those walls. We often put those walls up to protect us. And for a time they do. And then they kind of reach an expiration date and they no longer protect us. They end up hurting us. So let those walls down. Open up, open your arms, open your heart, the healing, be the best version, like glow up. This is a new season. Glow up to be the best version of you, the unstoppable, the limitless version of you. How does that sound? That sounds pretty good to me. All right. So these are angel numbers. They also have little messages on them. So I'm being guided to pull 3 of these, which gets us to 6. If you know, you know, 6 is the number of Venus, which we love all things Venus on this channel. All right. So first one, 3, 2, 1, letting go. Which, goes to that whole first card of healing. So let's see what else this says. Surrender, let go of control, release resistance, and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing for your highest good. It's so funny. We often get into a space of we know best, we know the timing. And when we move into that space, more often than not, the universe is like, do you know? Are you working with me? Are you seeing yourself as part of me? Or are you seeing yourself as separate? So knowing that you are a part of everything and everything's absolutely perfect as it is. Looking at the opportunity. What's the opportunity? All right. Here we go. Do another one here. Starting over. I like that. All right. So 210 just turns to 3, which is the number of creation. So you are presented with the opportunity for a fresh start and new beginnings. Release regrets and embrace the present moment with openness and optimism. So here we go to the openness again. Oh, I love it. Once again, never any coincidences, only synchronicities on this channel. All right. Oops. And we're going to do one more. So I love that. And what's fascinating though too is the order of those cards, right? So you have the letting go, and you have to let go of certain things before you can start over. And so I always like to give the example of cleaning out a closet, right? At some point, you've probably had a closet that's like packed to the gills with whatever it was, to the point where maybe you couldn't put something new in there, whether it was a new pair of shoes, a coat, whatever. So you had to take something out to put in something new. And that's much the same way that this goes. Like when you start over, start a new phase or whatever, the old has to be complete. You letting go and then being open. Like what's this new journey, or what's this new phase of the journey, right? Um and then just be curious. Staying in a space of curiosity, honestly, aside from being just a curious mouse by nature, really does, at least for me, help pull me into that space of neutrality. Right. And then I'm like, oh, what's the best possible outcome? How good can it get? All right. So let's do one more of these. All right. And we have empowerment. I am digging it. So 898, stand in your power to embrace your true potential with confidence. And I love that that goes with bravery, right? So it takes great courage and bravery, but then when you stand in your power, you are unstoppable. Like you can't be manipulated, you can't, right? You're moving from this inner strength that is unstoppable, untouchable. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, I'm hearing, okay, end with an inquiry card. All right, we'll do. I got you. All right, so Virgo season looks really good. The bravery, opportunities, opening up, the healing is going to, and once again, it's also interesting how it started with the healing, right? And then ends with the empowerment. Once again, it's weaving the story, the opportunity. Take what resonates, leave the rest, trust your own intuition. You are a wise soul, especially if you're watching this channel. All right. So what parting question, or I should say inquiry, um, is going to support us this sweet, sweet Virgo season? Interesting. What is my body trying to tell me? So at least here we are in the dog days of summer, and it has been hot. And it's funny because in the beginning of the summer, even before all this crazy heat hit, I personally was super tired, super tired, super fatigued, etc. Um, so that's interesting then, kind of like the advice, the thing to keep in mind is what is your body trying to tell you? And that can mean a couple things. Um, so a lot of times when our intuition going back to where the card, like those intuitive hits, most people, we all receive intuitive information differently. But a lot, like for me, I definitely feel it in my gut. Like I'm like, ooh, it's almost like it's a physical. So when I'm in a situation or something comes up, or even something simple like I was at the vet with had a type of, and the vet will say something, I'm like, ooh, no, I'm gonna put a pin in that for now, or like what are the other options? So your body can give you lots of information, right? Your body is like an antenna picking up all sorts of things. So to me, this is super positive. And to me, this is once again reiterating tuning into that intuition, right? When you get these little hits, you're like, ooh, okay, I might be triggered by that. Like a lot of times we have, like I said, physical reactions to things. Listen to that. What is your body trying to get your attention on? Because a lot of times that's almost like the sirens, right? Is the body like meow, meow, meow. I just did that. Now my dog's probably gonna start barking, speaking of dogs. So and also honoring what your body needs. If you need to take a nap, take a nap. Maybe you're extra thirsty or whatever, or maybe you feel this pulse to exercise. Like whatever you feel guided to do, whatever that mm, whatever your body is guiding you to, honor it, listen to it. That's one of our main, like I said, think of it as like an antenna type thing. So super lovely, healing, letting go, but also having that bravery and that empowerment that comes through. So it's clearing, it's healing from that empowered stance, not from a victim mentality, but from a, okay, I'm ready to let go of this and so that I can start new, right? And be open to opportunities this Virgo season. So, and what I also love about this too, one last thing, is that, Virgo's an earth sign, body, 3D, all earthly things. So I I love how everything just kind of falls into place and is great confirmation. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Truly, I have so much fun with this. And so I am glad that you joined me on this journey. So deeply grateful. And give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, share with your friends, help spread the love vibes around the world. Sparkle and shine your light the way you do best and the only way you can do in your own unique way. All right. Until next time, more love vibes to come. Ciao.